KDE applications 1904 were released about a week ago, featuring many improvements in many KDE applications, but one of the programs I have been waiting for is Kdenlive. Kdenlive, if you don't know about it, is a free and open source video editor developed by the KDE guys. It's one of the most popular options when it comes to video editing on Linux. But this version of Kdenlive is really special since more than 60% of the codebase was changed after 3 years of development, bringing new features and improving stability. So in this video, we will take a look at Kdenlive 1904 and see what's new. Probably after opening Kdenlive 1904, the most noticeable change is the timeline. Well, the timeline was completely redesigned using QML. Now, when you drag a clip, it's gonna automatically split it into two separate clips. One for the audio, which is gonna be placed in the audio track, and one for the video, which is gonna be placed in the video track. The two clips are gonna be grouped by default, but you can easily ungroup them by right-clicking, then choosing Ungroup. The tracks also became more flexible now, and now you can resize the track's height. This feature is really helpful if you have a small monitor like me. For example, you can scale the track's height down to get a more usable layout. Also, if you are focusing your work on one particular clip, you can scale it up to make editing easier. And if the tracks are not enough, in this version of Kdenlive, you can right-click the tracks header, then add more audio or video tracks. Now, you can use your keyboard to move the tracks and keyframes. You just have to select the clip, then press Shift-G, then use your arrow keys to move the tracks. When you are done, press Shift-G again to go back to the normal mode. You can also select a keyframe, then use your arrow keys to move it horizontally and the plus and minus keys to increase or decrease the values. This new feature is gonna be really helpful for tiny changes that you can't perform with a mouse. And talking about keyframes handling was improved in this version of Kdenlive. Now you can add a new frame easily by double-clicking, and you can move it horizontally and vertically using the mouse. You can also remove it by double-clicking again or just dragging it out of the track. In this version of Kdenlive, you can easily record audio in a track while playing the video directly inside the program. You just have to right-click the track header, then show the record controls. After doing this, you just have to click the red icon, and the video will start playing. Now you can record the voice. This feature is really helpful for recording voiceovers and tutorials. Hello everybody, this is my crappy headphones microphone. Also, in this version of Kdenlive, you can copy clips from a project, then paste them in another one easily. The project bin has seen a lot of improvements in this version too. Now you can easily transcode a video or audio by right-clicking and choosing transcode. Also, you can extract the audio from a video clip easily. In this version of Kdenlive, you can import clips without the audio or the opposite. You do this by clicking the clip to show the clip properties, then clicking on the small pencil icon. Now here, you can mute the audio, and you can also remove the video part of the clip before dragging it to the timeline. One of the best features, in my opinion, is the possibility to download resources online. In the project bin, you can now right-click, then you will see a new option called Online Resources. By clicking on it, you will get a window pop-up where you can choose the service that you are gonna use to download resources. You can use the search box to search for audio clips in the free sound audio library, videos in the Internet Archive, or images in the OpenArt graphic clip library. Then you can download them and use them in your projects. In this version of Kdenlive, if you hover over the left side of the monitor, you will see a toolbar. You can use it to maximize the preview, show the grid, zoom in and out, and add in and remove in markers. Also, you can use the clip monitor now to drag the video or the audio only to the timeline. You might have noticed that there is less effects and compositions in this version of Kdenlive. Well, a lot of them were removed because they were not stable or not functioning properly. And some of them were moved to other places. For example, the speed control now is no longer an effect. You can change the speed of a video by right-clicking it and then choosing Change Speed. Also, when dragging a composition to the timeline, it will automatically adjust its duration to fit the clip overlap. Also, I want to say that this version of Kdenlive is more stable than the previous ones, at least in my experience. I edited this video on Kdenlive 1904 and it didn't crash, which is quite impressive for Kdenlive. So what's next? Well, the Kdenlive team did an amazing job in this version of Kdenlive, and they are working on more improvements for version 1908. They are working on improving the titler, and they want to implement more professional tools, starting with making more advanced trimming tools. Also, they started working on improving OpenGL support for better GPU usage. And they end up the article by saying that this year is promising to be the foundation for entering into professional video editing waters.